more than double the amount of food banks than McDonald's restaurants in our city, research from the Glasgow Times can reveal. The depressing statistic is made worse by the fact that Glasgow ranks as the UK's third top city and third in terms of hosting most branches from the US chain. It trails only behind London and Birmingham, with a total of 18 branches from the hugely popular restaurant within our city boundaries. But we have identified at least 52 sites in our city, mainly food banks, providing essential items to those in dire need. 15 of those are made up of Trussell Trust locations, a charity set up to end hunger and poverty in the UK. Back in 2009, they only had one location in Scotland. Trussell Trust Chief Executive Emma Revie said, "Christmas is supposed to be a time of joy and celebration, but for too many people it's becoming harder and harder to keep their heads above water. 9 in 10 of us believe hunger in the UK is a problem. Food banks cannot and should not have to continue to pick up the pieces. We know many people want to help their local communities at this time of year. It's not right that anyone should have to use a food bank at any time of year, not just at Christmas. Our next government must start working towards a future where no one needs a food bank. It's not inevitable that every Christmas we hear stories about families needing food banks. It's in our power to reach a future where everyone has enough money for the basics. This can change. As made clear in our map, much of the city's food banks, green, are located outside the city centre. The Trussell Trust has 5 locations in the southwest, 5 in the northeast, 3 in the northwest and 2 in the southeast. The remaining 37 locations are independently run groups across the city. The figures are mirrored on a much larger scale across the whole of the UK and have been verified by an independent fact-checking charity. There are currently around 1,300 McDonald's outlets in the UK, while a House of Commons library report suggests there are 2,000 food banks currently operating, which is also considered to be an underestimate. We took to Sauchiehall Street in Glasgow, outside the busy McDonald's restaurant, to find out what the public thought of the shocking revelations. Ricky Hart, a 34-year-old from the South Side, said the current situation in the city is heartbreaking. He added, "I think it is really tough. We're an incredibly prosperous nation and should be able to support everyone regardless of where they fall in society. I think it is a really damning indictment of the fact from the top down how much we care about people, especially people that others view as not as worth as much as others. It's one of the things that I am very aware of." For more on this story, visit the news article link.